Planet Vero Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Hello. Welcome to Lady Jane Explains. Now, please be gentle. This is my first time as a host of my own podcast, but I am so excited to welcome Jen Toby here today with me.
Super excited to be here.
Oh my goodness. The name of this episode is Full Circle, and that's for a very specific reason. 5 years ago, just very recently, the 5-year anniversary, Jen invited me to come on as a guest in this studio while she had her own podcast.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 5 years.
It's unbelievable. And I was thinking, we've had so many adventures in those 5 years since then.
We do. If
you don't know Jen, she is an amazing powerhouse in the community. We work together on several different just private and public kind of adventures, like I said. And I invited her on here today to talk more specifically about United Cajun Navy.
Yeah. So thank you for having me. And I'm so honored to be your first guest. You know, it's like a proud mom moment, and I'm so happy for you. And thank you for having me here to talk about the United Cajun Navy, which we've worked together with. I've been with them since Hurricane Harvey. And we've done so many amazing things with different organizations here in Vero Beach. And you and I, like I said, you said, have done so many things on the side and with them and all different fun stuff. But if you don't know, and you're not one of the few people in Vero Beach who haven't crammed it down your throat yet, United Cajun Navy is it's a rescue, relief, and rebuild organization that was formed during Hurricane Katrina. Bunch of Cajuns from Louisiana jumped in their boats and saved over 10,000 people during Hurricane Katrina. And it just has worked its way up into this massive organization now that we are not just doing hurricane relief, but we do year-round things like provide schools, backpacks, just name it, we do it. We're community builders. So we just got through helping with all the tornadoes, and we're up there trying to help people rebuild. And Vero Beach has been very, very kind to this organization, who I'm the executive director for. And so we're looking forward to, now that we're here full time, kind of building our digging our heels in the ground, like being here. So.
And I think, one of the things that I was recently asked, when I talk about United Cajun Navy is, well, isn't that just Louisiana? Like, what do you mean United Cajun Navy? I think the best example recently was during the hurricane in Fort Myers.
Yeah.
And, Mink Tyner, Mike Peruta.
Yes.
Some of the other local legends, as I like to think of them.
They were there, front and center.
Front and center.
Yeah.
How many trips of relief did we take over from Vero?
Oh, gosh. For that hurricane, I mean, Mink, I know for 26 days, did not stop going back and forth with loads, and with some other volunteers that helped out with her. Mike Peruta helped raise a lot of relief. And I would say she probably made 50 trips across the state easily.
And this was a broken ankle in a boot. Like, I tell people that.
Yes. I mean,
the most badass woman that I think I know.
She is. I mean, there were times where I was like, Mink, just stop. But she's a powerhouse. And it's because of people. I've said this since Hurricane Harvey, and that's how long I've been with UCN. I couldn't do what I do here. Even I'm from Houston. Most people know I live there part-time. This community and the people in it are amazing. And we've got that select few that are just like, if those are the people you want on your team. And Mink Tyner, she's that.
Absolutely one. I don't know if you know this, but we actually this year started a PTA at Indian River Academy. I'm sorry, Indian River Prep, not Indian River Academy, which up until this year was called ACE, the Alternative Center for Education. Basically, it's the high school and middle school, kids that are struggling in the homeschool, maybe have gotten into some trouble. A lot of the hibiscus kids are there. And unfortunately, because of how transient the population is there, the PTA was kind of hard to get off the ground and running. But Mink and I have some really amazing plans for, supporting the teachers there, supporting the staff there, really inspiring the kids there. She's been I've been doing that Winners Walk Tall series there.
Right.
And she comes in with me when I can't make it to go with the speakers. She goes, so
You couldn't have a better partner.
No.
I mean, you two together. I mean, what a powerhouse. Anyways, but I mean.
And we're sitting in front of like one of my inspirations to be a powerhouse. So thank you so much.
You're too kind. You're too kind.
So now with United Cajun Navy, I would love to talk about what's next for you guys. You said, now you're building the headquarters here.
Well, we've got, like you said, most people think we're just in Louisiana, but we're all along the Gulf states, Houston, all the way to here to Florida. So now that I'm here full time, we're here full time. We have some other directors that live in Florida, but we're trying. This is a full circle moment for us, because when I got into relief, it was literally during Harvey. I was like, hey, anybody got some extra water or trailer? I want to take, water home, even though Houston was full of water. And that's how I met them. So now here we are 6 years later, and we're such a huge organization now. And it was all because of the people of Vero Beach that made that happen. So to put on the event that we're going to talk about is kind of my way of giving back and saying thank you. Now let's celebrate, and show that we're here and we're here full time.
And that was a great little teaser for the event. Mm-hmm. I would love to. Let's take a break real quick. We'll honor those people that make these podcasts possible with some quick commercials.
Absolutely.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about the most exciting thing coming up.
Awesome.
Don't sweat in your boxers. Call the AC Doctors at 344-3944.
York, install confidence. Contact the AC Doctors. acdoctorsinc.com.
Sunshine Furniture brightens up your day.
At Sunshine Furniture, we've been the outdoor furniture experts for over 30 years and carry the largest selection of patio furniture, all made in America. Hundreds of styles, colors, and fabrics to choose from in outdoor wicker, aluminum, and recycled plastic from Lloyd Flanders, Hollywood, Berlin Gardens, O.W. Lee, Windward, Woodard, Telescope, and others, all made to withstand our Florida climate, in stock and ready for you to enjoy. Right now, we're having a spring sale on selected groups, and also all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. We also specialize in replacement cushions, umbrellas, beach chairs, outdoor rugs, and fire pits. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1, Vero Beach, next to Planet Fitness. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Have a sunshine day. Sunshine.
Advertising is essential. You've got to make people aware that you're there. We can do that with a cohesive marketing campaign from Evergreen Media. Based on your business goals, we'll create a mix of digital advertising on social media sites like Facebook, video advertising on streaming sites like Hulu and Paramount Plus, and supplement them with local TV and radio ads. Build awareness, educate, and inform the public with a cohesive marketing campaign by Evergreen Media. Check out egreenmedia.com or search online for Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
This is Lori Davis, host of Your Realtor for Life with Lori Davis, and you're listening to Planet Vero Radio. Real local talk radio from 2 to midnight, weekends on Real Radio 1017.
Welcome back to Lady Jane Explains. I am here with Jennifer Toby, and we are talking about United Cajun Navy and an amazing event I'm so excited about that you have coming up. So tell us about it.
All right. So as we were talking about before the break, we have been doing so much in Vero Beach for so long, and we're just, Katrina and Jessica and I are the three girls down here that run everything, but our muscle is our veterans. And they have been, if it wasn't for them here, we wouldn't be able to do 90% of what we do. So working with Next Gen Vets, which is an organization that's affiliated with the Veterans Council, came to us and said, hey, we want to put on a concert to raise some money for some veterans. So we were like, okay, well, this was in February, and they wanted to do it June 3rd. These things usually take a year to plan out, right? So we're like, oh, it's okay. Yeah, we can do it. So we teamed up with Next Gen Vets, and we've got a whole day worth of headliners. We have Eli Young Band, Mark Chestnut, Thomas Kane and Southbound 75. We've got NFL players. We have basketball players. We have swamp people coming from we have, you name it. We've got car shows. We've got mud tug of war. We've got so much. We've got alligators are going to be rotisserie hogs, crawfish boil. Girl, I'm telling you, we are going all out for this event. But the great thing about it is, and we'll continue to do it every year for organizations, but we're raising money for 4 different veterans organizations that help with PTSD and other things that our veterans are facing.
And these are local veterans. Local
Everything's
veterans organizations.
local. Yes. So, we got to take care of our people.
Absolutely.
You know?
I was trying to explain to somebody, Indian River County very much takes care of its own. And we want to know that, organizations like this are taking care of our local community.
Yeah.
So where is it going to be held?
So it's going to be held at the Indian River County Fairgrounds. It's an all-day event. It's we open the gates at 9 a.m. And they even let us stay open an hour later. So we're going to get to play music till 10 or 11.
Oh, nice.
And it's continual music. We're going to have one of the largest car shows that have ever been in the county. So there's car clubs coming from all over Florida. We've got a kids zone that's going to have 26 different, the balloon pop-up houses, and it's going to be enclosed in the shade with misters, so you can bring your kids. We're going to have medical personnel that are going to be watching that area, so mom and dad can, drift off and enjoy all the other things that we're going to have while their kids are staying nice and cool. We're going to have there's just food trucks, but not in abundance. We're going to have really good food. Like I said, we're going to rotisserie alligators and a hog. I nut fun. I thought if we're going to be the Cajun Navy, we're going to do it. We're doing it.
You know I'm a Yankee. And, don't shoot me for saying this, but I'm not a fan of country music, but I'm going to be there anyway.
I'm not either, but you know what goes better than, booze, food, and music.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you're raising money for so many amazing like I said, local organizations. And this was our way to, give back to so many people and organizations who have helped us throughout the years, So I'm really excited about it. There's just so much that's going to go on that day. And like I said, we're going to have celebrities, all different kinds of people that are going to be here for it.
I'm super stoked for you. I really am. I think it's the perfect time of the year for it too. When I think of summertime, I want to be outside. I want to be having fun with my family, in the outdoors, hanging out with the coolest people in Vero Beach. And, definitely when I think of you,
we're going to be honoring veterans too. So we're working with Jack FM as well, which is our local radio show. So you can nominate your favorite veteran and why, and they'll get to go back and have a meet and greet with all the bands, a VIP table. And we're giving out a lot of awards and different in-kind donations to people.
Right.
So it's going to be a really, really great day. I'm excited to celebrate this.
So tell me, if somebody wants to get involved, are you still looking for vendors? Are you looking for sponsors?
We are looking for all of it. So we have volunteers we're looking for, and you can go to the UnitedCajunNavy.org and sign up there as a volunteer. We're looking for sponsors, and that comes with VIP tables, meet and greets, swag bags. We're going all out for it. So, some of our pictures. Yeah, so we're going all out for that. And we have really good, you get a lot for your donation. So we need a few more sponsors, and so we can fill up those VIP tables. We have VIP seating, first 2 rows, and they're only $100. But let me tell you, we made this so family friendly because I get how expensive these things can be. So it's $20 a ticket. Now you can't go to any concert for $20. Mm-hmm. And kids under 10 are only $5 and veterans are $15. And you can buy and donate a veterans ticket as well.
Oh, I
so
love
on
that.
the etix.com is where you can buy the tickets. And it gives you the opportunity to buy a veteran a ticket so they don't have to pay.
And then are those veterans organizations locally distributing those tickets?
Yeah.
I love
so
that.
They can contact, we'll have a site up there. Bruce from Reliable Septic was one of our big sponsors. He actually boated our stuff to the Bahamas when the hurricane hit there. So he's been a really, really big help in the whole process, financially, especially to help get this going so fast. And all those tickets that are going to be donated to veterans will be and recognition of reliable septic here in Vero Beach.
And I think that was probably, when you talk about the Bahama Relief, that was my first real exposure to Next Gen Vets.
That's right, at the warehouse over on 43rd. We worked our butts off over there, didn't we?
Goodness. But also, I had never seen such organized chaos.
Yeah.
In my...
Exactly.
So, for those of you that don't know, there was literally... how many tons of relief did we send to the Bahamas from Vero Beach?
Probably. It was almost 500,000 total, and that we sent.
And so there was, the hurricane had passed. Vero Beach had been spared.
Yes.
And Walking Tree Brewery opened up their brewery, moved everything back, and people just started driving through and dropping off supplies.
It was great.
And we were just running, back and forth from the trucks. And it was like, as things were coming in, it was just being absolutely organized.
Yeah.
Here's the most immediate needs. This is what's going over first. Okay, this is cleaning supplies are going to go over here. Water is going to go over here.
Yeah.
It was just...
It's funny. And how that chaos just comes together and makes sense. And,
it was an amazing thing to be part of. For myself, one of the things I personally... touches my heart is homelessness. So
yes,
before the hurricanes, I'm always very deeply involved in going out to the camps and making sure that we get people into the shelters. That, we can get their people and their things safe.
Yeah.
But I had never seen the after.
Yeah.
The after relief in that level, and you hooked me in.
Well, we're glad to have you. You're such a big part of everything that we do. And I'm glad that you were able to see that part of it, because it really does change how you feel about the whole process and what's happening. When you see it all come together, it's not just like, I dropped off some canned goods and I've done my part. When you do that back end, it really does change the whole fabric.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I actually moved to Vero a week before Francis and Jean hit.
Oh, did you really?
Oh my God. So I was only... maybe a year from New York, where I'm from, was in Tampa first, and then moved over to Vero, and a week later, Francis hit.
Oh, my word.
And then after Jean, the very first thing that opened was the Denny's on US 1. So I went in there with my family.
You worked with my mom there, didn't you?
Yes, that's where me and your mom met. Yes. We were sitting and eating, and, I had extensive restaurant background in New York. So I said to him, hey, are you hiring? Because I hadn't even had a chance to get a job when the hurricanes hit. He was like, yeah.
Right now.
When do you want to start? I was like, when do you want me to start? He was like, well, are you done eating? And, and an hour later, I was waiting tables, and it just all
That's crazy.
From there.
Oh, wow.
That was my first exposure to Vero Beach.
That's almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy? Look how far you've come from when you first got here. You've just you're like a powerhouse who just came and you have done so much here, Jane.
Well, and you have been such an inspiration to me, and for the past 5 years, your encouragement.
I appreciate that. But...
the times I've called you 11 o'clock at night. So, Jen, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's been.
You always accomplish everything you set your mind to. I was telling my mom, I said, I'm in awe of Jane, because there's just so much fluidity to your success. It just you put your mind to it and you just go out there and it's done. I don't know how you do it.
Oh, well, apparently I'm making it look easy, because it's not. But I really I do attribute it to 20 years in Vero Beach. Like you said, this community is just one of the most amazing giving communities. I'm being really intentional, because one of the major hats that I wear is at a local nonprofit that anyone who knows me knows is my heart, blood, and passion. I really want to try and keep this show just a little bit separate from that.
Yeah.
But organizations like United Against Poverty, like, Hope for Children, Hope for Family Center, just so many. We were just talking about my daughter, who's a freshman at Charter, wants to be a scientist.
Right.
And that started from the Pelican Audubon Society and the program they do with 5th graders. Like, raising my children here in Vero Beach was just such an amazing experience.
There's so much to offer them here. We have more registered nonprofits in Indian River County. I think we're number 5 in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best place. Like if you need something, Vero Beach is the place to go because there's so much help here. There's so many giving people here.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, you can't not accomplish your goals if you set out to do them here.
One of the things I'm looking forward to in a future show to talk about, one of my personal babies, and I'm on lots of committees across town, is affordable housing.
Yes.
And one of the comments I quite frequently make is, if we can't figure it out here, where can they?
Exactly.
Where can they?
But you're right.
If this is the perfect place for us to come up with a public-private partnership that works, that makes sense for everyone involved.
100%.
Like there are intelligent ways to do it all the way around. So stay tuned for a future show, because affordable housing is definitely going to be one of my hot topics.
I'm so excited about your show because there's very few shows and that are going to dive in. And I know you, and I know you're going to dive in to so many things that anytime you want to dive in, call me. I'm your girl. I would love to dive in with you because I know that you really do take things very passionately, and there's so many things to be talked about. And you're the one that we need here to talk about.
Do you know who my next guest is going to be?
Who?
Miss Araminta Caldwell herself.
That's
the
a
best
good one.
The baddest,
yes,
the prettiest, and really has worked in the workforce space for, over 15 years now.
Yeah.
And so teaser for my next show.
She's awesome.
She's
Tune
amazing.
in for Menta.
Yes.
Yeah.
And really what I want to talk to her about is, what does the workforce look like today?
Yeah.
What are some of the misconceptions about, unemployment, retention rates? Culture in a workplace.
Yes.
So I'm super, super excited to have her on next.
I am too. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a good conversation.
I know. I was like, how much time do I have? Because if you've ever heard Minta speak on her hot topics, oh my goodness.
It'll be good.
I know we're getting close, aren't we?
We got 2 minutes.
Oh,
3 minutes. Yeah, we still got a few minutes.
But then let's recap one more time.
Okay.
VetFest.
VetFest. It is. So you can go to etix.com and get your tickets. And then it is on June 3rd, just 50-something days away. If you want a VIP table, you can call us directly and we can set that up for you. If you're a business who wants to support your veterans, and some of the organizations that we're supporting is Gold Star Mothers, Wreaths Across America, which I personally love because my daddy's buried in Houston at the Veterans Cemetery and I'm not there to do the wreaths. So it's such an amazing organization. And then Wounded Waters they take them out on the ocean so that they can, go deep sea fishing. Everything's for free. Obviously Next Gen in their PTSD program, and then United Cajun Navy. And the day that we have the concert is kickoff to hurricane season. So you can't have better organizations that we could be raising money for right now. So that's what we're doing on June 3rd, and I'm excited for y'all to come out and join us.
And if you want to learn more about volunteering with United Cajun Navy, where should you go?
UnitedCajunNavy.org, or you can call directly to 772-501-3151. That's my number. Shoot me a text, give me a call, and we need, or if you want to sign your company up for the Mud Tug of War, we've got trophies going out. That's our big one. And you can email or call for that too. So
I just want a front row seat.
Todd said he'd pay $1,000 to see me get tossed in the mud. So it's going to be a fun day. There's so much stuff that's going to be out there. It's just, it's all over Facebook. So check it out. And, and if you want to be an organization that's considered next time for funding, give us a call. Let's talk. But
Jen, I want to thank you so much. This has just been a joy and a pleasure.
Thank you.
For you to be my first guest on the show.
I'm honored. I'm so honored.
For those of you watching, I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned because I've got some pretty amazing topics.
This is going to be the show, guys. This is going to be the show to watch. So thank you, Jane, for having me.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Mwah.
Mwah. Bye, everybody.